All right, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up and showing up on time. My name is Dallas. For those of you that have never had the pleasure of doing any of these workouts with before, please make sure that everything on your bikes are tight and good to go. Seats, handlebars, shoes, towel and water, attitude, all the good stuff. If you have never, I was gonna say this is the first time, if you have never taken a live ride before, we are encouraging you to make sure that you jump into a live ride with us at some point. We have coaches all over the world, so that means that we're covering as many time zones as possible. So do not be afraid to jump in to some of these live classes with us, especially if you've never given it a shot or never had the opportunity to do it before. With that being said, I do want to get started, so let's all find ourselves somewhere around resistance 1, and once you get around resistance 1, you can relax your shoulders. You can start the process of maybe rolling out your neck or something like that, feeling good, and just prepare yourself to have fun. I'm going to give you a little more music volume here. Gonna hope this is a good amount. So listen, 3 things that we want to keep in mind for all of our Motosumo rides. You have 2 positions, you have 4 resistance levels, and 4 RPM zones. Your 4 resistance levels are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your 4 RPM zones are red, yellow, green, and blue in order from fastest to slowest. And you also have position 1 and position 2, or seated and climbing position. We're gonna talk about the RPM zones, but for the time being, let's just get focused with warming our body up. With resistance 1, I always want you to think about one of two things. Usually, well, I said always, usually. Recovery or warm up. Recovery or warm up. You think about those 2 things for resistance 1, it should usually be pretty good for you. Now that you've hopefully found resistance 1 and how comfortable it should feel to you, I want to let you know where you should be RPM wise. Yellow or green is usually a good place to start off. Red, you're going really fast. Blue might be a little bit too slow. So do your best right now to find a green or yellow color, so you'll move your legs until you see your little RPM meter, or perhaps the number or the color of the number that signifies your RPM in our members tab, or maybe even the overview tab. Whatever color that is should be green or yellow. Get ready for your first burst of speed. Today we're thinking 30 seconds, anything faster. Let's go. When you get to the halfway point, can you increase your resistance a little bit more? Let's give it a shot. 5, 3, 1. All right. Let the bad air out. Remember, your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is open. We're getting ready to go from resistance 1 to resistance 2. So like I said, resistance 1, today you want to think about either warming up, right? And since we're going to be done with our warm up within the next 3 minutes, you want to think about recovery anytime we go to resistance 1. But resistance 2, you're ready, you've done the warm up, you've recovered, you're prepared. It's time to get active. Think of something, think active, right? I'm ready to be active. Resistance 2, let's go. I'm giving you a more specific RPM range. Minimum 75, maximum 105. That is a 30 range on your RPM. That's very, very broad. Something for everybody. Get comfortable and get there as quickly as you can. Without losing speed, we're going from resistance 2 to resistance 3. With that being said, remember, breath under control, shoulders extreme relaxed, abs slightly engaged, not squeezing, but just keeping you within your handlebars. And as you go to resistance 3, think about fighting. Or think about a trial or a tribulation that happens in life where you just have to really mentally dig, right? Or maybe it's something, a really big project at work, something that takes extra hours, right? Something that takes extra focus, something that you have to prioritize. That's our resistance 3 today. Let's go. Now, if you like a more physical example, resistance 3, you want to think about fighting through something. If you had the ability to run or ride through a tornado or a hurricane or something like that, that's what you want to think about. Any natural disaster of your choice. While staying in between 75 and 105, we will be dropping our resistance back down. So remember, the resistance drops, but your RPM stays. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Decrease it. One more change. We're skipping resistance 3. We're going all the way to resistance 4. I mean, it's going high. The resistance is going high. And you're pushing, and you're digging, and you're fighting, and guess what? Your RPMs will also come down to the blue color. Ladies and gentlemen, 45 seconds, resistance 4, force the blue RPM. 3, 2, let's go. Position 2, let's go. 30 seconds, my friends. It's not the heaviest thing that you've ever done. Right, not right now at least, but maybe it will be eventually. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Take a seat. Drop your resistance back down anywhere around 2. So if that means like slightly above 1, but not necessarily 2, or slightly below 3, but also not necessarily 2, then go for it. But we want to find resistance 2. We want to find something good for us. Remember, we're warmed up. We're ready to get active. We're ready to work. We're ready to do whatever it is that this guy asks you to do. Minimum 65, maximum 85. Minimum 65, maximum 85. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to revisit position 2. The idea is the same. RPM is the same. Resistance is the same. We need our abs and our hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now listen, don't be afraid to put up some emojis whenever you feel like you're ready. Let some other people know how you feel. They're not for me. They're for you or for someone else other than me. Almost there, you have 10 seconds remaining. We're challenging our endurance very early on here. We have 4, 3, 2, good job, take a seat. And let the bad air out. One more time, no surprises, no tricks. Same idea, same RPM. If you want a little extra challenge, slightly higher on your resistance. Let's go. Yes, hold on to it. There's something so good about a long kind of jogging hill, if that makes sense. Almost there, less than 10 seconds. Hold on to it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful job. Everybody slow your legs down. Once you've slowed your legs down, you should be in the blue RPM zone. And now we can take a seat. Go. Blue RPM zone. So anything below 70, we're still working heavy. Now remember, we started off this class pretty light. Some of us were in the yellow RPM zone in the beginning, and it's been approximately 8 minutes since we've been there. I want to spend about 2 more minutes, a little less than 2 more minutes away from that area, and then we'll get back to it. With that being said, if you are not already at resistance 4, I need you to get ready to go there for just 1 minute. Here we go. 3, 2, let's do it. Remember, underneath 70 on your RPM with relaxed shoulders and easy breath. And definitely not stressed. Uh-oh. "30 seconds down, 30 to go." Almost there. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. We're officially ready to go back down to resistance 1. I want to wake you up. And I want to let you know what you have right in front of you, right ahead. We have 2 2-minute challenges with 60 seconds of rest time in between. 2 2-minute challenges, 60 seconds of rest time right in the middle. With that being said, get ready for your 5-minute timer. When you see the 5-minute timer pop up, it will officially be time to go, time to sprint, time to run. Now remember, it's a 2-minute challenge, so don't go all out from the beginning. 3, 2, 1, let's go. If for whatever reason you have not set some kind of focus or intent or purpose yet, this is an excellent opportunity to start to set that right about 15 minutes in. You've been thinking about it. You've been wondering, how hard am I going to push today? How fast am I going to go? How much resistance am I actually going to make use of today? Now's a good time to make that decision. Halfway through this first one, 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are officially at less than 30 seconds. Finish strong. If you've fallen off of the mark that you were at before, now just maintain, right? Just sustain. You don't have to push harder. You don't have to run faster. This is it. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. 60 seconds of recovery time. That means 60 seconds to just catch your breath, 60 seconds to do your thing, 60 seconds to feel good. And allow your legs to just coast, allow your legs to go. Man. Uh-oh. This is what I need. Everybody joins me between 75 and 95. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If you weren't there before, you're there now. 75 to 95. 2 minutes with higher resistance at this same RPM range. Maybe you're at 88 right now, but about halfway through it, you might fall down to like 73. That's okay. 2, 1, let's go. 2 minutes of focusing your energy on one tempo, right? On being consistent. Maybe that's your goal today. Maybe that's your goal for the rest of the year, right? We're about halfway through the year. We're approaching the halfway point of this year. So what can I do to prepare myself mentally to be consistent in the second half of the year? For someone, it might be that. And it might not have anything to do with being on the bike, but just something off the bike. Being consistent off the bike. Listen and listen closely. This 5-minute timer is coming to an end. Whatever you do, do not remove your hands from your handlebars and do not take water or towel just yet. Stay engaged. We're gonna drop our resistance, but we're going to stay engaged and keep working and keep fighting. You have 20 seconds remaining. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Get ready. These are your final 5, 4, 3, 2, drop your resistance down. Keep your legs going. I want to do one more thing, all right? Just one more really, really quick thing. I want to do something that I call a freedom run, right? A freedom push, a freedom sprint. Anything you want to do here for 30 seconds. Remember, we've gotten out of our seat at about this speed. We've sprinted past this speed. We've went heavier at this exact speed. There's so many things that you can do. Did I say we went faster at this speed? From this speed. So 30 seconds of your best effort in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No timer. Whatever your best effort is. I'm staying seated. I'm going with more RPM. All that resistance that I loaded my legs up with for 2 minutes is now helping me to go forward, to go faster, to push harder, to dig deeper. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Let the bad air out. Everybody will join me in about the 60s on your RPM. Feel free to stay in the 70s if you want to, but I'm increasing my resistance on a scale of 1 to 10. I want this to feel at least a 7, all right? At least a 7. Slow your legs down first. Well, Dallas, how do I know what a 7 out of 10 feels like? Well, I'm gonna ask you a different question. How do you know what a 7 out of 10 is when you rate a movie, or when you rate a restaurant, or when you rate a date that you went on? Because a 7 to you might be a 9 to someone else, and it could possibly be a 2 to someone else. So you have to figure out what that 1 to 10, where 7 falls on that 1 to 10 to you. Position 2, hands out, butt up, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the power and speed phase of our ride. RPMs are going up. 3, 2, 1, let's run. 15 short seconds. You have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Power and speed phase. That means that the pushes, right, they're a lot less than 2 minutes, even a lot less than 60 seconds than 1 minute, but just as good as everything that we did when we were working on our endurance phase of our ride. 15 seconds again, go. Think power. You have 8, 6, 4, 2, let it go. I need you to understand something. If you're in a position where you absolutely have to sit, like you cannot stay standing anymore, that's fine. Take a seat. Final time. 30 seconds, power push, and we can rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Be as intentional as you can here towards the end. Final 8, 6, 4, 2. Good job. You should already be at about resistance 3 or 4, so make sure you're there. If you're not already there, we will have another 3 pushes. The first one will be at resistance 3 or 4. The second one will be at resistance 2 or 3. The final one will be at resistance 1 or 2. Okay, so remember, power pushing here, but I'm giving you some time to catch your breath, to recover, and to rest. If you're holding in some negative or bad thoughts, let those thoughts out before we go here for 25 short seconds. There's a 45-second timer that I'm about to put at the top of your screen. When you see 45 seconds go up, that means 20 seconds to prepare, but 25 to work. Here we go, let's see it. All right, here we go. 25 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, this first one here is at resistance 3. All right, still working on our power. Strong combination between resistance and RPM. Less than 15, everybody. We're dropping to resistance 2. Wherever you are RPM wise, stay there. go. Drop down to resistance 2, and wherever you were RPM wise, I do want you to stay there. Instead of 25 seconds this time, we're going for a short 30 seconds. So I'm only increasing, right? I'm only increasing the duration by 5 seconds. Lighter resistance, faster speed, 5 extra seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's run. It might not be 110. It might not be 100, but can you go faster than what you were doing before? Maybe you forget about the metrics. Can you go for a feeling that you haven't felt yet? A feeling of success, a feeling of bliss, a feeling of joy, a feeling of freedom. Almost there. These are your final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, there's one more. Minimum 60, maximum 80. Minimum 60, maximum 80. Let's do it. Continue to catch your breath. Remember, I said 3 rounds, right? 3 rounds. We're about to drop to resistance 1 and begin the process of just picking our RPMs up one more time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Resistance down. Can we aim for 90 or above? Is it possible for us to get to 90 or above? Final opportunity. We did 25. We did 30. I want to give 35 seconds a shot. The 60-second timer has already started. In approximately 10 seconds, you're going to go as fast as you can. Just one final time. Here we go. 5, 3, go. We never slack when we on the track. I keep me a pack like Bob Marley. Just give me the loot, cause we on pursuit. 25. It's really just me and my bros, people be hating, they don't shade. Don't give them the time, say no names. Cause we bout our money, play no games. Stack up our bread like whole grain. Still indie like no name. Swag and splash, that's our own name. ISO, we in our own lane. Hoppin', we zooming, the package, we booming. Yeah, we got it. She picking and choosing, in love with the moment. Yeah, we got it. This is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Remain focused, remain engaged, remain motivated. Beautiful job, everybody. Take your time and catch your breath. You deserve a decent recovery, at least a decent recovery here. Let the flame fill the night. When we touch them, we ignite. Let the flame fill the night. You and me light up the sky. 'Cause we are fire and we're burning. Won't put it out, even though we're hurting. Let the flame fill the night. If you're not already there, 80 or better on your RPM. I want to do the same thing we just did in the reverse order. Round number 1 at resistance 1. Round number 2 at resistance 2. Round number 3 at resistance 3. Round number 1, let's go. Anything faster than what you were doing before for simply 15 more seconds from right now. Finish strong. Get ready to go to resistance 2. Slow down and then use your resistance to help you slow down. In 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back down. We should not enter into the red RPM zone in this second push. Okay, so even if that means you gotta do like resistance 2.5 to keep yourself out of the red RPM zone, that's exactly what I want you to do. Here we go. taking off in 5, 3, 1. Let's go. We can do 107. We can do 108. We can even do 109. But the moment we see 110, something is wrong. We can add a little bit more resistance. 15. Good. You have less than 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing resistance 3 out of my seat. In 3, 2, 1. Everybody relaxes. You have one more opportunity here, my friends. This is essentially how we started off, wasn't it? Out of our seat, power pushing for 15 seconds. Get ready to finish for 30. 3, 2, let's go. One minute recovery time in 8, 6, 4, 2, relax. 1 minute of recovery time. You should feel excellent right now, by the way. Take your time, catch your breath. One time and one time only here, and then we will stay seated for a while. All right, one time and one time only, and then we'll stay seated for a little while. Hands out, butt up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. One time and one time only. We're going from 60 to 70. And then we'll go from 70 to 80. Difference is 60 to 70 happens out of our seat. 70 to 80 happens once we take a seat. Now remember, when we take a seat, we're gonna be seated for a little while. Here we go, my friends. 4, 3, 2, go. 60 to 70. Well, Dallas, what if I can't really do 70? We've been doing a lot of position too. Get as close to it as you can. Well, Dallas, what if I can't get out of my seat at all? Then stay seated, but still aim for the same goals that are being placed in front of you. Some things, not only here on the bike, but also in life, are simply baby steps. All right, you gotta do a little bit at a time. You gotta progress a little bit at a time. When we take a seat, we're immediately pushing towards 80. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, go. Resistance 2 or 3, my friends. We don't want 4 because we don't want to wear ourselves out. We don't want 1 because we don't want it to feel too easy. $15 seconds. Almost. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Remember, we are now staying seated for a little while. So catch your breath, take your time. I promise you, I have not forgotten about active recovery. I do need a little more work from you. All right, I do need a little more work from you, but I've not forgotten about the active recovery. Woo! Resistance 3 is a thing. And we want to do resistance 3 between 55 and 75. Let's go. You're still just preparing. By the way, you're still setting yourself up. This is not the push just yet. Resistance 3. Remember what resistance 3 might feel like. It might feel like you're going through a natural disaster if it were possible for you to get through it safely. So it's not the most challenging thing. There are things more challenging, but it's still decently challenging. It still feels like something, right? It still feels like there's something holding you back. All right. All strength. 60 seconds. Resistance. Staying seated. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Resistance 4, seated, grinding, pushing and pulling, and digging deep and thinking about something or someone who you wish that you could motivate right now, or that you might want to be motivated by. We all have our own personal, different and unique reasons why we come here to work out. So why not think about that as a little bit of a source of additional motivation here. 30 down, you have 30 left. 5, 3, 1. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. You can take everything right back down. Everything right, not all the way to 1, right? Not all the way to 1, but just enough. And again, make sure you stay seated. This song wants you to relax. So relax. No, this is still not our active recovery. This is just an opportunity, again, to relax. Relax your mind, relax your breath, and relax your heart. Remember when I said I want resistance 1 today to feel like either recovery or warm up? Here we go. Resistance 1, go. You spent more than enough time recruiting as many muscle fibers as you could, right? Waking them up and preparing them for this moment. A 2-minute race. We're starting it in about 15 seconds, the best 2 minutes that you can put forth. And listen, it might be a mental 2 minutes. We're taking off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, wait, sorry. All right, now let's go. Forgot that I have to get it ready. Let the runners take their marks and then we can go. I love racist to songs like this because instead of it just being one constant kind of flat, high energy noise, there comes a point in a 2-minute race where, you know, you do get a little fatigued and you do become a little out of breath, and you start to think about the competition, and you start to think about how much more you could give to your team, and you start to think about whether or not your effort is enough. And then with a song like this, there's like that one more change in music that helps you to finish strong, that pushes you a little bit further than you can actually push yourself without the music. So when we hear that final little change, let's dig deeper, let's push harder. Oh, there it is, let's go. "20 seconds. Hold on to it. I had a mental goal that I wanted to get to at about halfway through this, and I'm actually going to surpass that goal by a lot, but let's see how much more I can give on top of the goal that I had in front of me. 5, 4, 3, 2, done, done, done. Beautiful job, everybody. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Oh. We gon' break up, then we make up. If it's okay with you, I would love for us to prepare ourselves to get out of our seat again, finally. Remember, stay with me here. I promise you that you are going to appreciate when the act of recovery actually does finally get here, because you're going to appreciate even more what we have on the other side of it. With that being said, everybody joins me somewhere in the blue RPM zone. We've been seated for quite some time, so let's finally get out of our seat. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Now remember what these rides should feel like. They should feel like one total journey. It shouldn't feel like individual little challenges, but one total journey. With that being said, the climb is getting a little bit steeper. So prepare yourself to go a little bit heavier manually on your resistance. Here we go. 5, 3, 1. Turn it up. Some things in life, you know exactly how long they're gonna last, right? Exactly how much effort, exactly how much work it's gonna take to accomplish whatever the goal is. Right now, you have no clue. So I need you to stay mentally strong. We don't attain mental strength by knowing exactly, you know, how long or how much effort we're gonna have to put in. Mental strength comes when we don't know, when there's that lack of certainty, or when we're not sure. That's actually one of the enemies of hope, is certainty, right? Knowing for then what's the point of hope if you knew? Ooh, if you're losing a little bit of speed, that's okay. But keep fighting, keep pushing, keep going. "15 seconds. Now you know how close you are. This is it. You have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You can now take a seat. You can also drop your resistance all the way to 1, and you can also recover. You're welcome. Your act of recovery is officially here. That means that it's your, imagine that, but okay, let's continue to think of this as one full ride, right? We were super steep, we finally got to the top, so now we're at the top, and for whatever reason, we can just go straight. Right, we can just keep going on this path that we were on. And there is going to be an eventual decline, isn't there? And when that opportunity comes, we'll take advantage of it. But for the time being, we're just doing what we can, focusing on what we got right now. We are now officially at our final 10 minutes together. Gotta make this 10 minutes a really, really good 10 minutes. But for right now, again, just continue to catch your breath, continue to ride your bike, continue to inhale and exhale, and continue to feel good.
Alan probably isn't hurting that much.
We keep on riding on the freeway, keep pretending that it's pretense. Sinking down low, the further we go, the better it feels. We keep on driving like there's no end. Keep on wishing for a better day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have approximately 20 seconds of recovery time remaining. So hopefully you haven't pulled back so much that your body feels like it's time to go. You know, like we're done, but maybe just enough that you have caught your breath and that you are ready to wrap up this ride. With that being said, join me anywhere between resistance 2 and 3. Because we spent all that time before our little climb finisher, because we spent all that time seated, we're going to get out of our seat, yes, yet again. All right, so we can make sure we have a well-balanced ride here. That's what I was going for today, by the way. Well-balanced ride. What's going on? There you go.
Okay.
So once you found your space in that resistance 2 to 3 range, remember resistance 2, where we're well prepared and ready to get active, and then resistance 3, where there's that trial, right, or that natural disaster, or some kind of incline, some type of mountain that we have to get to the top of, or perhaps overcome. Whatever that is, you want to find that in this area right now using your resistance. In 8 seconds, out of our seat, green RPM zone is mandatory. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Woo. Almost there. Remember, focus, focus, focus. 4, 3, 2, take a seat. Keep your shoulders relaxed and keep your breath easy. It is so easy here towards the end of the ride to tell yourself that you've already done all that you can do. There's nothing more that you could possibly do to get better, right? Or to find the feeling that you've already might have found once or have not found at all. You're telling yourself, you know what? I've already been here for over 50 minutes at this point, and whatever it was that I was lacking, whatever that feeling was that I was searching for, that I was hoping that the bike or this workout was going to give me today, I haven't gotten it, so I might as well just go through the motions at this point. No, keep going, right? Sometimes you just have to keep pushing, keep fighting, keep digging. One more time. Hands out, butt up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's make it happen. Everything is not a metric. Some things are emotional, some things are feelings. Find it. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, everybody take a seat. Once you've taken a seat, I need you to listen to me and listen closely, because this is kind of specific, but not really. I want you to imagine a literal bottle of water, right? Literal bottle of water. This is the bottle cap to that. This is right here. What's about to happen right now is the bottle cap to your workout. Why do I say bottle cap? Well, if I gave you a bottle, forget what's in it, coffee, whatever it is. If I gave you a bottle without a bottle cap and was just like, hey, drink, all right, take a sip, try this out, all right, let me know what you think of this. Well, you probably would not accept that, right? You questioned it a little bit, unless you really, really trust me, all right, but you questioned it a little bit. So do not treat your workouts the same way you would treat that bottle that I gave you without a bottle cap. Put the bottle cap on top of this workout so that you can know that you got everything that you wanted to get out of it, and that you trust whatever you put inside the bottle up to this point. 2 30-second pushes and our entire workout is done. Round number 1 at the current resistance you're at. Let's go. Why did I choose whatever resistance you're at? Because you were already somewhere comfortable. If you were moving slow and heavy, that's because you were comfortable. If you were light, it's because you're ready to go fast. 15 seconds down, 15 seconds remaining. Wrap it up. Almost there. We have 8, 6, 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. I'm just gonna take a little bit of resistance off. Not too much. I'm gonna let you know this ahead of time. Me personally, my last 30 seconds is going to be out of my seat. I'm gonna transition from being seated to right out of my seat. You don't have to do that. You could go to resistance 1 or 2 one more time and push for the red RPM zone. You could do resistance if you wanted to, but I want you to, I don't know why, it's just something about this class in this moment right now. Someone needs that extra push. Right, something that, again, is not necessarily a specific metric or a specific number, but just a feeling that makes you feel successful. That's the most important thing that you can get out of these workouts. Get ready, because I'm ready, and I'm ready to go. "30 seconds, all the way home. 5, 3, 1. All right, I'm gone. This is it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't stop early, whatever you do. You have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Excellent job. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Feel free to drop the resistance down. Once you drop the resistance down, oh yeah, that is true. I'm sorry. Once you drop the resistance down, you're in a good place. So listen, I actually did cut our workout short today. As you see, there was another song, but like I said, there was something, and listen, pink colors behind you, workout's over. You see pink, workout's over. So there's something specific about this ride today. I don't know why. I feel like there's just someone out there today who needs a little bit of an extra pep talk. So I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat something I said earlier in the ride. And this is that you are approaching the halfway point of this year. And so because you're approaching the halfway point of this year, I think it makes a lot of sense that you start to think about the second half of the year and maybe create a goal or redirect your method, right? Or the path that you're taking to achieve or attain whatever goal it is that you have set in front of you. And goals come in different shapes and sizes. Some goals are 1 month goals, right? And other goals are more like 5-year goals. But regardless of how much time the goal is gonna take you, make sure you're setting something. Make sure you have your eyes on something. I mean, listen, if you have the freedom to just go with the flow in life, then by all means go with it. This message is not for you. But for a lot of us, we have to put something in front of our face, something in front of our eyes, and set our vision, set our heart, set our mind on it, then we can go towards it. So listen, when you're ready, feel free to stop your legs. Once you stop your legs, hands go towards the end of your handlebars. I want to thank you for showing up today and doing the best that you did, not for me, but for yourself. Believe it or not, I don't know many of you. I don't know most of you. So you're definitely not coming here for me or my praises. Opposite foot forward, heels down, calves and hamstring stretching. And then push your hips toward your handlebars, arching your back. Switch sides. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag? I got racks in my sack or in my bag. And then when you're ready, feel free to take a seat. I want to thank you all one more time for joining us today. Remember that we do have a total of 5 formats here that we offer you at Motosumo. This one that we just did was our signature. Let me make sure that actually says signature too. Let me double check. Yeah, what's more right here was our signature ride. So a little bit of everything, kind of like a buffet, a little bit of everything. But we also have a beginner ride. I'll be leading a beginner ride in about 30 minutes from now. We have a fast and fun ride, which is our speed-based ride, Stronger Together, which is a large focus and emphasis on hills and climbing and strength. And then we also have our, I'm forgetting one, endurance game ride, right? All about endurance, longer pushes, longer drills, holding stuff, building up your VO2 max in a sense, right? Using oxygen as a means of our source of energy. But thank you all again so much. Have a fantastic rest of wherever you are, and I will see you when I see you. That's it.